What's the vibes? Top of the morning, top of the afternoon, top of the evening. Whenever this video may find you, I am Dream. Follow me on Twitter, Mr. Dreamy1, the number one. So to my YouTube channel, that's this channel right here, Blunt Money Bets. Like the video, share the video, comment on the video. Let me know what y'all on. Turn notification bells on, sub to the channel, all that good shit. If you're watching this on Twitter, give me a heart and a retweet. I appreciate it. All right, let's get into it, man. No recap. Well, I guess it is recap. I had Trae Young and Lauri Markkanen to win the 3-point contest. Put like $10 on them each. And Trae had it, man. Trae, he had it. He fronted. He had it. And low key, Lauri had it too. Lauri shouldn't have finished with 25. He did not shoot the ball well, and he still finished with 25. So it is what it is. It's just for fun, man. But yeah, let's get into tonight, man. I'm really more here to talk strategy. I do got some blunt money bets, truly blunt money bets, and I got some looks, and some bets I might get to. But it's just here really to kind of chop it up and give y'all some information, give y'all like my point of view, and maybe y'all give me y'all's, and we see what we can do. Maybe get like a community play or something. Because I got a couple extra bucks, seeing that I'm not putting 3 and 4 units out there a day on these plays, just so happen to have some extra money lying around. So I don't mind, putting a couple units on the All-Star game, considering I'm not betting anything else. So, well, at least All-Star weekend, I don't mind, even not losing, but I don't mind risking a couple units in the All-Star game for fun. Because the way I'm looking at it, yeah, we probably be winning, but I'm not risking anything these days, all the way up till Thursday. And it's cool. It's a good break. It's a really good break. So with that being said, I'm going to run back my straights. I gave out one more straight last night. I'm going to run back my straights, run through my blunt money bets, and then we'll talk a little more. All right? All right, real quick with it. So I guess I'll do timestamps. It don't take long. 2:15. All right. So my straights, Nikola Jokic under 8.5 points. This shit at 6.5 now. That's crazy. If you want to know like in-depth breakdowns of this, just go to my last stream. But long story short, I just know Jokic don't care about all-star games. His niggas sometimes don't care about regular season games. When it's the playoffs, watch out. But like a game like this, I don't think he would care. So can he go over 8.5? Yeah. But I just thought that's the line I was waiting on. And I said, shout out to my boy A1 Fantasy, because I wasn't even thinking about the Halliburton at home angle. I was just always thinking about Nikola Jokic betting his under. Whatever his points, I thought it was going to open at 7.5, 6.5, to be honest. So when I see 8.5, I played it. So would I still play it at 6.5? I mean, at this point, I'm only putting a quarter unit on these. So if you want to put like, a blunt money on his under 6.5, go the fuck ahead. I mean, you risking it. I just don't see him scoring double digits tonight. I don't, maybe he shoots 7 times and goes 5 of 7. But aside from that, I just don't see him really caring like that. So I took his under 8.5, shop around. Like I said, last time I saw it was 6.5. I'm like, sheesh. Halliburton, I took his over 17.5. And that's good too, because we could chop it up about these injuries that I kind of been talking about in the timeline. So I still think he could get 18 points. Excuse me. Halliburton last year in the All-Star game that wasn't at his house, 18 points, 14 minutes, 4 of 6 from 3. Y'all think he's gonna play 14 minutes tonight? I think he's gonna play at least 20 tonight. I think he's gonna play at least 20, maybe even 25 tonight. Now, I went and did a little more research, and I was gonna wait to get into this, but we had just let the show flow how it is. Jason Tatum played 35 minutes last year in the All-Star game. Donovan Mitchell played 30 minutes. Dame played 26 minutes off the bench. I should have wrote down Embiid and Kyrie minutes, but each of them played either 30 minutes or close to 30 minutes. Jaylen Brown played 25 minutes off the bench. Okay? So what I'm saying is, I would not be surprised. He's already back to playing 30-plus minutes. And he was in the 3-point contest. He was in the skills contest. He's already back to playing 32 minutes in the regular season. Do I expect him to put on the Tatum performance, 35 minutes out here tonight? No. Do I expect him to play 20 minutes tonight or less? No. I think he's around 23 to 28 minutes. And again, last year, we know nobody's going to play no defense, especially on him at home. In his home, if he want to just go out there and do layups, he can get a couple layups. If he want to just shoot 10 threes in 20 minutes, nobody's going to stop him. And so, you know, I know a lot of people playing unders. I know people buying out of their bets. I'm not doing, because I ain't put much on it to begin with. So it's easy for me to talk this shit. I'm only putting, you know what I'm saying? I put like $20 on this, $25 on this bet. Put a quarter unit. It's damn near a blunt money bet. That's a minus 104. So I'm not trying to act like I know so much about it. I'm just, I just know how easy this shit is to score. Some of these lines from last year in the All-Star game, you're going to be laughing at. You know what I'm saying? So Hallie, 17.5. I know it's at 15.5. I would not touch it, but if I had to bet it, I'm taking the over at 15.5. Also, his assists, and this would make me look at other stuff. His assists are at 9.5, 10.5, and I was just gonna be like, ain't no way in hell. I'm just about to play the under on Sun assists. It's just not happening. But then I looked last year, Donovan Mitchell, 10 assists, and again, he came off the bench. Well, no, he didn't come off the bench. He played 30 minutes though. He might have came off the bench last year. I don't know. But all I know is he played 30 minutes last year. He had 10 assists. Kyrie had 15 assists. All right. Tatum had 6 assists last year. Jaylen Brown had like 6 assists, 5 or 6 assists in 25 minutes. So I say that to say this. You can get assists really easily in this game. It ain't hard to get assists. So I'm not going to play. It's over. I damn sure not going to play the under. You know what I mean? Because he might come out wanting to facilitate. But Hallie, over 17.5 points. That's what I played. That's what I gave out to the Dreamers, and I stand by it. And last but not least, Tyrese Maxey, under 11.5 points. Still available. Shop around. And I kind of spoke to this. I was leaning this. Out of all my leans, this was my strongest lean. And the more I just did my research, the more I said, I'm going to just go with it. Again, betting unders in any All-Star game is extremely risky. You basically going on minutes. You're going on minutes and effort. That's what you're betting. You're betting that guys are not going to get minutes or guys are not going to get effort. Because aside from that, ain't no way in hell, or guys are hurt. But aside from that, ain't no way in hell your ass is betting no under in the All-Star game. It's just not happening, okay? So with that being said, I don't think Tyrese Maxey is going to get a lot of minutes. I think Tyrese Maxey is going to be one of those guys that plays 10 minutes, 14 minutes, somewhere around there. I don't think he's going to play a lot of minutes. We'll go through these rosters momentarily on the East because they're back to the East-West format. But long story short, I mean, there's no need for him. If Halliburton isn't going to play his full allotment of minutes, so, okay, yeah, now there's 10 extra minutes left. Who I think is going to get those minutes over Tyrese Maxey, I mean, there's 2 candidates, but I would think Donovan Mitchell is going to get those minutes. It's not like they're going to be like, all right now, or Trae Young, who's been in the league more than Tyrese Maxey, who's kind of people thought was a snub. So I have Tyrese Maxey as one. Tyrese, and I could be wrong. It's All-Star game. Tyrese Maxey, Scotty Barnes, Paolo Banchero. Those guys to me are the under 15-minute club. Just personally, that's just how I feel. Guys that played, 18 and under minutes last year. Paul George played 18 minutes. Anthony Edwards, who to me is a bigger star last year than all of these guys are, maybe with the exception of Paolo. But Edwards played 17 minutes last year. Halliburton played 14 minutes last year. Let me see. SGA, 9 minutes last year. You dig? So some of these guys, that's just how this shit goes. Some of these young boys, they're just not going to play minutes. They're not Kobe. You know what I'm saying? They're not LeBron. If Wemby was here, then I would say Wemby, pencil him in for 20 minutes. But Tyrese Maxey, nah. Second-year player, I think. Third year, nah. I don't see it. So with that being said, under 11.5 points. And with that, and you can still play 9 minutes and score 20 points. It's an All-Star game. That's why these aren't unit bets. They're not even half-unit bets, you dig? So those are the straights. Nikola Jokic, the Joker, under 8.5 points. Hallie, over 17.5. It's at 15.5 now. Do what you want. Maxey, under 11.5. Those are the 3 straights. A couple leans that I'm looking at. KD points. Steph points. Maybe just, we only bet, and I would bet no more than a quarter unit on any of these straights. So Steph at 20 points minus 142, fuck it. Take the loss. Just bet the 25 flat. Bet the 20 flat and only get back $14. I don't know what the fuck. Oh, well, nigga, just for fun. You ain't got to sit up here and bet, do the math, bet $22.62 just to get back a flat 20. Fuck all that shit, man. Just have fun with it. If you want to just put 20 bucks on it, 25 bucks on the bitch, thinking Steph gonna get 20 off the bench in the All-Star game. I don't think he played last year. I think that's a good bet. KD starting, the only true scorer that's gonna give a fuck outside of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander in that starting lineup for the West. And he didn't play last year neither. I think he hasn't played in a couple years actually. Because I was gonna play KD assists. I saw his assists at 3.5. I'm like, whoa, man, that's low as a bitch. Then I looked at the starting lineup. You got LeBron, Luka, and Nikola Jokic in the starting lineup, and Shai. So yeah, he's probably least likely to get the assist. But out of all those players, he's the most likely to get the most minutes outside of Shai, in my opinion. Or Shai. I'm sorry, I don't even know the name yet. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Shai. You know what I'm saying? I think it's going to be KD or Shai that's going to be most likely to get 30 minutes. So with that being said, couldn't talk you off of KD points. Also, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander last year. Now, this could have been an anomaly, but it's worth bringing up to the Dreamers. 7 assists in 10 minutes. I'm like, why the fuck his assist line at 8.5? What the fuck going on? And then I seen, I'm like, oh, okay, Shai last year came in, did his thing. Again, 7 assists in 10 minutes to a guy that's probably going to get triple at least. Well, he's going to get double at least, at the very least, but he's probably going to get triple those minutes. So, yeah, maybe. But again, who else is in that lineup? His assists being that high, Luka, Nikola, and LeBron all being in that lineup, I don't know. But also, let's get into LeBron real quick. I'm leaning LeBron under. I'm probably going to play LeBron under. LeBron only played 15 minutes last year. He had 13 points. Why would I expect him to come out and play more minutes this year? Why? There would be no need to. There's not even a team LeBron. This is just East versus West. Unless we think LeBron gonna retire, unless we think this is last All-Star game, we all know that's not happening. He's gonna wait till Bronny come in the league next year or the year after. So this could be another All-Star game that son just punt, right? So to me, I'm looking at LeBron unders as far as points. Again, last year he only played 15 minutes, 13 points. So those are just some looks, before we get into actual blunt money bets. Just some looks, and some numbers. Also, other numbers, because it's not going to be no game. Put what y'all like in the comments, and the information I'm about to give y'all, use this as the game portion of the program and shit, and put what y'all like in the comments. Also, we reached our first promotional portion of the program, our first commercial break. So if you're watching me right now on Twitter, big vibes. Give me a heart or a retweet, preferably both. Wouldn't hurt. You know what I'm saying? You fucking with me. If you're watching this on YouTube, definitely do me a favor, hit that like button. Big fucking vibes. You know what it is, man. Share the video, comment on the video, sub to the channel. We got like 65 people in here. That's crazy on an All-Star. Like, if I'd have known there's gonna be this many people in here, I'd have, you know what I'm saying? Like, goddamn. So yeah, maybe like one of my guys with a big following retweeted me, or maybe y'all just fucking with the vibes today. I mean, we as hot as fish grease. But with that being said, man, just give me a heart and a retweet. I'd appreciate it. Like the video, share the video, comment on the video, let me know what y'all on, sub to the channel, all that good promotional shit. That's important to remind the people that's consuming the content to do. All right, a couple more things. Shout out to the homie Flo in this thing. Apologies if I'm late, but did you see Finch talking about resting the bets? What do you think about hey, oh shit, got my second. Look at that. Putting it in the universe. I got my second. So shout out to the homie that came through and gave me my first $5 dono. Shout it out. Gave me my $5. I'll get right back to you, Flo. But somebody came and gave me a $5 dono. I should have wrote down his name and shit. I'm gonna start writing down my dono. I seen Rod in here, but I never seen old boy. I seen Rob in here plenty of times. Matter of fact, I gotta ask, how you say your name, bro? I be wanting to call you like Rob, like Reidner, like Schneider, but I don't think that's how you pronounce it. Either way, my boy Black Rob, that's your name now, Black Rob. My boy Black Rob in here. Appreciate the $5 dono. So that's like 2 of my last 3 streams. I got a donation. Big fucking vibe, streamers. Damn, we progressing. So Flo, shout out to the homie Flo. Finch, talk about wrestling the vets. What do you think about Bron, AD, and Luka unders parlay? How the fuck, where y'all parlaying these shits at? Oh wait, y'all can parlay the bases at FanDuel. I was tight. I want to play. I'm tight. I want to play an SGP with the plus and shit. So that's what I want. I want to party the plus 7 threes and shit. I want to cook up a degenerate bet, nigga, on my timeline. Be a funny nigga. I show you some degeneracy. You want to see, nigga? I could have had about 30 bets in this motherfucker. I'll show you some degeneracy. But nah, man. Honestly, I was just talking about Bron under. Again, LeBron last year, and this was Team LeBron. This wasn't even East versus West. Team LeBron, he only played 15 minutes and scored 13 points last year. So I got to think that now, again, he did. I don't even know who the fuck was on that team. Maybe Embiid and Kyrie was on that team. I don't know. But again, I would guess the same shit. I would guess the same shit. And as far as Finch talking about resting the vets, I mean, he could, but at the end of the day, are you going to play your guys? You going to put Ant Edwards out there who's looking like he's going to play the game left-handed? I guess we'll get to Ant at the end, but it's looking like Ant's going to play left-handed. So is he going to play Ant 30 minutes? I doubt that shit seriously. Is he going to play Karl Anthony Towns? Maybe. But those his guys, he number one team in the West. He ain't trying to have his guys do anything out of the ordinary. So I don't know. I would look at, it definitely not Luka. Luka ain't no vet. Luka is only 25. It feel like he's not. Luka nice as a bitch. So nice. You think he's been in the league for 10 years, but Luka only 25. As far as Bron unders, yeah. Let's go through it real quick. Jokic unders, yep. I already played Jokic unders like that. Luka unders, I'm not fucking with that, but everybody as smart or smarter than me are on Luka unders, so I guess there. Matter of fact, damn, I hit somebody commented on my shit, yo, Dream, why is Luka shit? It's just because last year, look at this shit, he didn't care. I didn't even write him down. Him and Jokic, Luka and Jokic played a combined like 30 minutes to 40 minutes last year combined. It took like 10 shots combined. No more than 15 shots combined. Like that, they don't care. I think one was 2 of 5 and 2 of 6. I didn't even write it down. It wasn't worth writing it down. I just seen the shit. I'm like, oh, that's why niggas playing the unders. Like, it's really no need to. I'm not. Now, again, Luka is crazy value on Luka to me. Everybody playing his unders, if Luka just want to act like if Luka just say, all right, I'm going to just shoot 10 threes, he's making 5 or 6 of them shits. And now all of a sudden, you might end up getting cash in the 20 or 25 with Luka because now he want to play. He want to joke around. You know what I'm saying? But I can't. I've seen enough. People be scouting this shit. I've seen enough. In the same, Jokic, I trust that nigga don't care. So yeah, Jokic unders, LeBron unders for sure. KD is one that you got to watch because KD is a try hard. KD is a guy that like the, he like the ball. He's a hooper. He's a hooper's hooper. He gonna go out there and put in buckets regardless, So KD unders probably not, but yeah, that's how I feel about that. It is not really a bunch of older guys on the East. The oldest guy in the East starting is probably Giannis. Oh, Dame knows him. All right, so that's looks in game. I guess a couple more other things. Donovan Mitchell had 40 points last year, and it's crazy because the reason why I gave out Donovan Mitchell and told y'all, and we'll talk about him in blunt money bets in a minute, but I told y'all on the stream before I did any capping, I just remember Donovan Mitchell trying to get the MVP from Tatum last year. Like, it was Tatum's MVP. It was Tatum's game last year, but Donovan Mitchell was doing all he could. Donovan Mitchell shot 17 three-pointers. I think he went 8 of 17. He shot 17 three-pointers in 30 minutes and scored 40 points in the All-Star game. He was getting buckets that was like, nigga, really? He was just getting layups and shit. Like, bruh, you could have passed it to let somebody else shoot a 40-footer, but whatever. Tatum, 55 points last year, 10 rebounds, 6 assists on 10 three-pointers made. But what's important about that is Giannis came in the game, hacked somebody, and then came out the game. So Giannis didn't play last year. So that's very important. That gave him and Donovan Mitchell, more time, more opportunity. Dame, 8 threes, 20 attempts in 23 minutes last year. 23 point attempts in 23 minutes last year. Okay, for Dame Lillard. And he's starting tonight. I told y'all SGA, he had 9 points in 10 minutes, also had 7 assists in 10 minutes. Lauri Markkanen played a bunch last year, 26 minutes, only had 13 points. Bam played 23 minutes and had 4 points. I would like to play his unders today. I want Bam unders, Paolo unders as well. Not sure if they'll ever pop. I already told y'all about LeBron. 13 points in 15 minutes. Embiid and Kyrie were really the guys on that other team last year. Each of them had 32. Kyrie was 14 to 21 from the field, didn't shoot a bunch of threes. Jaylen Brown also. So you had Kyrie 32, Embiid 32, then Jaylen Brown came off the bench and had 35. And I think this game is kind of going to get that. You're going to have like a few guys that all of them do this. You got a few guys that rise to the top that's kind of fighting for that MVP. Is obviously going to be 2 on each team unless one guy's just having a performance that's like there's no question. But outside of that, because last year Tatum was the guy that had a performance that was no question, but you still would have cashed out with Donovan Mitchell. Jaylen Brown, you would have cashed out with. Dame, we did cash out with Dame last year. Kyrie and Embiid, you probably would have cashed out as well. So I say that to say this, man. It's going to be some good opportunities, some good value on the board. It's some good value on the board. Hallie had 18 points in 14 minutes, as I said, 4 of 6 from 3. You don't think he's going to get more than 6 3-pointers attempted tonight? I think he is. Ant, 12 points in 17 minutes. And that's the thing. Ant played 17 minutes last year. Maybe he plays more, but this is the thing. And this what gave me cause for pause in my Stephen A. Smith voice. Ant played 12 minutes. He played 17 minutes, had 12 points, but didn't take no threes. He didn't hit no threes. He was 0 of 2 from 3. So he was 6 of 8 from the field. So what do you think those were? Dunks and layups. I doubt Ant Edwards was shooting mid-ranges. Maybe he did a turnaround, a fadeaway, but he probably got all his points last year on what? Dunks and layups. Maybe he goes out there and try and clown and shoot a few threes, but he could definitely get some points on dunks and layups. So I would stay away from Ant. And the guy, last but not least, who I hope we get a line for, who I'm really anxious, I hope we really get a 3-point line for him, Paul George. Paul George had 8 points, 18 minutes, and shot 0 of 9 from 3. That's crazy. Paul George is a great shooter. He can shoot the hell out the ball. And for him to go 0-9 from 3, when you got, and Jaylen Brown had 35 points in 25 minutes, and he shot 3 of 12. Jaylen Brown, who we know ain't as good a shooter as Paul George, shot 3 of 12 from 3. So, did he shoot 3 of 12 from 3? I think he did shoot 3 of 12. Yeah, he shot 3 of 12 from 3. So, yeah, Paul George, if I get a line, we get a line with Paul George, his threes might be like 1.5, y'all. 2.5. That's probably going to be a half unit bet. Nah, it's still going to be a quarter unit. But, yeah, I'm waiting for Paul George, all right? That's that. Let's get the blown money bets. That was game and straights. And a little bit of comments in there. But shout out to the homie Rob with that super chat. Blown money bets, I gave out a few of these already, but I'll run them back again. What we got? Tatum, 25. Maxey, under 11.5 points. AD, under 15.5 points. And Donovan Mitchell, over 17.5 points. You probably could still get all those, shop around. That's a plus 1,000. You probably can do a little better, actually. Give or take a point. But yeah, that's plus 1,000. Shop around. Simply put, Tatum at 25. I think it's a good price. I think he's going to be out there shooting. I don't think he's going to go out there and put up 55, but he's going to definitely get as many shots as he wants. He's still like the big dog over there in the East outside of Giannis. If you look at that lineup, now you still got the homecoming boy, but people thinking he's not going to shoot tonight. So Tatum definitely, and Dame out there, of course, but Tatum is the guy in the East outside of Giannis, so I expect him to get the second most shots and get maybe the most threes besides Dame. Probably take the most threes. So I like Tatum to score 25. AD under 15.5. I just thought this line was a little too heavy for somebody coming off the bench, and who I didn't think was going to play a lot of minutes. I think AD could. He's a big guy. He can do what he do. but AD's not even starting. And I took this line before I even knew if he was coming off the bench or not. I even thought AD starting 15.5 was a little too much because this game don't really suit him. Yeah, he can catch a bunch of lobs. He might hit a couple threes, maybe do a couple fadeaways. Yeah, a lot of picks could fly. These are an all-star game. These NBA players. Yes, he could have 20 in 10 minutes. Sure as hell can. But I just go by just my eyes. I just don't think AD gonna get it. But he could. And he's coming off the bench, even better. Now, what's so funny, I watched this go up to 17.5. Then it settled at 16.5 on DraftKings and 15.5, I think, on FanDuel. So shop around. But I almost made this a straight bet, but I said I'm good. And Donovan Mitchell to score 18 points because he had 40 last year. And if Halliburton is injured and he's not going to play his full allotment of minutes, the guys that I personally want to target are going to be Jaylen Brown and Donovan Mitchell. Okay? So, yeah, Tatum 25, AD under 15.5, Tyrese Maxey under 11.5, and Donovan Mitchell over 17.5. All of those are points, and that's a plus 1,031. Also, Steph and Dame each to have 30 points, plus 800. I just think this is a really good line. Again, if Steph is playing 25 minutes, Steph might take 23s tonight. So all you need him to really, and you're gonna do a couple of them layups, reverse load, throw it up type layup shit. So yeah, he's gonna have a couple easy opportunities to get 30, in my opinion. So you always got to give him his shot. I couldn't talk you off a ladder and Steph to get, I don't know what his line is, 30, 35, 40. You probably get some real good numbers for that. Steph could go crazy off the bench because, again, if LeBron not going to play a lot of minutes, if Luka really not trying to play minutes because he don't care, then there you go. Who you got coming off the bench? Book and Steph. So, and obviously Ant is not taking the game serious, right? So who's going to come off the bench and probably take it serious? Book and Steph. That's what I would think. And Dame, same reason. Shit, as I said, he just took 23s last year in 23 minutes. He had 26 points in 23 minutes. So maybe he can get to 30. Who knows? He missed a lot of threes. He took 23s. He was 8 of 20 last year. And again, a lot of this was because he was shooting half-court threes. He was shooting long threes. But, he can definitely get 30. So plus 800 for both of those guys to have a shooting competition. And what I like about it is they on opposite sides now. You know what I'm saying? So, it's not like, oh, they both on the West. So, nah. So if Steph get it going, maybe Dame want to get it going. And maybe you get like a back and forth between those two. Who knows? Either way it goes, Steph and Dame each to have 30 plus 800. I wish I could, SGP my looks together, but I can't. I see some guys out there that can, but I can't SGP my ladders together. So I'll take that. That's on DraftKings, by the way, under like players hybrid specials or some shit. Steph and Dame, 30 points plus 800. Donovan Mitchell, 8 threes. Jason Tatum, 8 threes. Jaylen Brown, 5 threes. I put these on my timeline. These are widely available on FanDuel right now. Literally just put a tenth of a unit, $10 on these. If one hit, hey, we pay for them all. But yeah, is what it is. I gave you guys the numbers. Tatum, how many threes he hit last year? He hit 10, so he can definitely hit 8 this year. Again, ain't nobody gonna be playing no defense. Jaylen Brown attempted 12 in 25 minutes last year. So shit, he could hit 5. He only hit 3 last year, but he could hit 5. And Donovan Mitchell, again, took 17 threes last year in 33 minutes. So in 30 minutes, actually. So this year off the bench with maybe Halliburton not playing a lot of minutes or as many minutes as a normal starter that's playing at home would play. Or even if he does play, maybe it's not the normal usage because he's injured. Donovan Mitchell, okay, gotta like it. You're going to be putting him up, especially after coming in last in the three-point contest. Ouch. All right. So, yeah, maybe Donovan Mitchell looking to light it up. And let's get to my guys. First off, personal plays that I'm not giving out, but I put $10 on all of these, even though they're only plus 200s, just because, Giannis. I forgot Giannis didn't play last year. Giannis, this is a Giannis game. This is a game where Giannis could be trying harder than everybody. This is a game where Giannis is going to take any little free dunk that they give him. This is a Giannis game. So Giannis to score 40 points at plus 210 when I told y'all that, last year a guy had 55, another guy had 40. Then you got 3 other guys who had 30 plus. Do I think Giannis is going to score 30 plus points tonight? Do I think he's going to be one of those guys that fits that profile? Yeah, I do. So 40 at plus 210 for $10? Yeah, I'll do that. 12 rebounds for Giannis. I didn't even really write down rebounds like that. But Tatum had 10 last year in 35 minutes. I don't think nobody plays 35 minutes, by the way, tonight, but maybe they do. But can Giannis grab 12 fucking rebounds? Hell yeah, he should. And 8 assists? I think that has the least likely chance of happening. But again, maybe he's trying to get a triple-double. Maybe that's what he tries to do tonight. All right? So those are just personal plays I did. Again, all these shits is just flat $10. So if you put all these together, it's probably a unit on all these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Including my personal bets, probably like a unit, 1.3 units. And then you add in the straights, 2 units. That works out pretty good. So yeah. So just want to give y'all my little Giannis spill. But as far as officials that I'll give out that I really, really like a lot, Devin Booker. And I'm probably going to play Devin Booker 30, by the way. But Devin Booker, 35 and 40. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, 35. And Jaylen Brown, 30. So Book, 35 and 40 is a plus 620 and a plus 1,000. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, 35 is a plus 980. And Jaylen Brown, 30 is a plus 700. Simply put, we see guys coming off the bench last year getting 40, coming off the bench last year getting 30, 35. So I think Book can do that. Plus, you put that with, again, when I look at this Western team, the starters, LeBron, Luka, KD, Shai, Jokic, 2 of those guys is older than 35. So do we really think, now maybe KD might want to because he's a tryhard, he's a baller. He's a hooper, so he might want to hoop. But do we think any of these 2 guys, LeBron only played 15 minutes last year, do we think any of these guys are going to play more than 25 minutes? I doubt that. I doubt that, especially 30 minutes. So that's going to be more minutes for who? The top guys coming off the bench. Who's the top guy off the bench? And these is just LeBron and Shai. That's not even counting Jokic, who you know is not going to want to play 30 minutes in no fucking All-Star game. All right? That's not counting Jokic, and that's not counting Luka, who he probably not going to play 30 minutes if you're not taking it serious. So that leaves Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who I just took his 35, and I'm probably going to take his 30, to be the guy, and who also is one of the top leading scorers in the league, who's also one of the new young guys that the league would like to put on the forefront on one of the young teams. So why not let Shai get busy tonight? Why these other 4 guys that's old and don't give a fuck go off? But even if you're not on the Shai Gilgeous train, who's going to be the top guy off the bench? Steph. He's also older, but Steph. All right, so we covered there with Steph. But after that, you got Booker, AD, Ant, Paul George, Kawhi, and Cat. Kawhi is injured, but he probably going to play a little bit. But Kawhi's not going. He's not going to play more than 20 minutes. Doubt that. Paul George last year only played 18 minutes. Maybe Paul George. I'm waiting for his lines. Maybe Paul George is a look. But Ant Edwards, he's not a bigger star than Book, right? Oh, I don't know. That's relative. He hasn't paid more dues than Book to get more minutes in the All-Star game. It don't matter if that's your coach. He's not going to get more minutes in this game than Book. Book and Steph are going to be the first guys in that second unit. They're going to be the guys that's probably going to get the most shots. And then, yeah, you're going to have Ant doing this wild left-handed bullshit that he's going to be doing probably. But it's going to be Book, in my opinion, and Steph. AD not going to be really doing shit. Karl-Anthony Towns is going to get up some threes, do some shit. Yeah. So that's why I'm like, Book can be that guy. Book can close this game. Maybe LeBron closes the game, but LeBron's not going to play a vast majority of his minutes. You know, maybe Luka and Jokic close the game, but I don't think they're going to play a vast majority of their minutes. So that's why the guys that I'm targeting out west are Devin Booker and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. One young guy that acts like looks like he's going to care, and he's in the starting lineup. If Ant Edwards was in the starting lineup talking this bullshit he talking, I wouldn't be on Ant. But Shai, it looks like he respecting it. He gonna do what he do. So if Shai come out there, yeah, give me the numbers on Shai. And then Book, another guy that's about his numbers, that like to shoot the fucking ball, and that's from the Kobe school of I don't give a fuck. And when the shit go down, if this shit actually, which it won't, but if this shit actually get into a real game, then I'm a killer. Like, I'll really shoot this shit. I'm not going to be out here passing the ball to the open guy. No, give me the ball, kind of like Kyrie last year. Because that's why Kyrie was putting up points. That game kind of got, it wasn't competitive, but it kind of got close. I think they had the target score type shit. So that tried to make it get a little serious at the end. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's why I'm on Book and I'm on Shy. And Jaylen Brown, nigga had 35 off the bench last year. I would think he's going to play more minutes this year than he played last year. Highest paid player in the league. Now, maybe not because he was in a dunk contest. Maybe not. But I would think he's going to play more than he did last year. Let's go to the East bench. That's even weaker, in my opinion, because you got a bunch of first-time All-Stars with a bunch of young guys. If you look at the West, you don't have young guys that it's like automatic unders. You don't have young guys that's like, oh, it's their first, second year, or first time getting to the game, so they're not going to get no minutes. You got Cat, who probably at this point a 3-4 time All-Star, and he's the least decorated with Ant, who's going to be an All-Star for the rest of his career, so he don't count. Ant's a big star. But Paul George, Kawhi, Book, Steph, all the AD, the youngest guy is Book, and he's been in the league for at least 6 years. I feel like Book been in the league 8 years. So you got stone cold grizzled vets coming off the bench in the West. When you compare that to the East, Paolo Banchero, second-year player. Scotty Barnes, third year, maybe fourth-year player. Probably first All-Star game, probably. Maybe second. Paolo, first All-Star game. Jalen Brunson, great player, a little older, but this is first All-Star game, daddy. It don't matter who you is. It don't matter how much New York love you. I'm sorry, big dog. I don't think you're going to get 30 minutes tonight. You're not about to get more minutes than Donovan Mitchell tonight. I don't see that, even though you probably better than him in real life, but that's not how this works. This works on duels. This works on how many times have you got to the All-Star game. Donovan Mitchell is probably a 3, 4, 5 time All-Star. Compared to this guy, it's his first All-Star game. They're not about to give him maybe equal run, but you're not about to get more run when y'all both basically play the same position. So Jalen Brunson, and out of all these guys, he's going to get the most minutes. Scotty Barnes, young guy. Paolo Banchero, young guy. Tyrese Maxey, young guy. Trey and Jalen Brunson, to me, are kind of the wild cards, but the ones that are must play off that bench, Donovan Mitchell and Jalen Brunson. I'm pretty sure, I think Donovan Mitchell came off the bench last year. I could be wrong, but either way it goes, both of these guys in limited minutes, I didn't even write down, in limited minutes, Donovan Mitchell, 40 points in 30 minutes last year. Jaylen Brown, 35 points in 25 minutes last year. And now they're both on the same team coming off the bench. And now when you look at the starting lineups, you got Dame, who participated in the three-point contest, who maybe won't play his full allotment of minutes because he's older, but he probably will. But you got Hallie, who everybody's saying not going to play his full allotment of minutes. So one of those two guys got to get more minutes. And they both already looking to shoot, especially Donovan Mitchell. Coming in already looking to shoot. So that's my strategy. I may get into some other shit, maybe I'll find another look. I'm probably going to end up playing this LeBron under when I get off of here. I don't talk myself into that. Maybe the dreamers can get into the comments, tell me what y'all like. Y'all can talk me into maybe something else. But yeah, those are the guys I'm looking at. I'm looking at fading these young boys on the East team. And I was thinking of fading Jalen Brunson, but he too cold. Like, he too nice. He could come in. Because like I said, if he start doing his mid-range shit, like when you think of Jalen Brunson, it's like he need, and no shade, because he one of the nicest niggas in the, he probably better than Donovan. He's the best player off the bench. He's better than, only nigga that's you can think is maybe better than him is Donovan Mitchell. He's the best. You can make a case he's better than Halliburton, better than Dame. You could make a case this nigga is the third best player on this team outside of Giannis and Tatum. So no shade to Jalen Brunson at all. But it's how do your game translate? Trae Young can come in that bitch, shoot 8 threes in 18 minutes, go 4 of 8, and whatever his point prop is, if his point prop 11.5, then I'm staying off that. Because he can hit 4 of 8 threes. And Jalen Brunson can too, but Trae Young game is more of that. Shooting a half-court 3, just bullshit. Jalen Brunson, his game, now anybody can do anything in an All-Star game, but his game is more dribble, pick and roll, get you in the post, up and under, beautiful footwork. Ain't nobody trying to guard that shit in the All-Star game, nigga. Do what you gonna do and let's get this shit going. You see what I'm saying? So that guy is, to me, more likely to be on the outside looking in, but that don't mean he can't go over. So I'm staying away from Jalen Brunson. But as far as Tyrese Maxey, Scotty Barnes, Paolo Banchero, I'm looking at they unders. Trey Young, I wouldn't touch him. I wouldn't touch Jalen Brunson and Jalen Brown and Donovan Mitchell. Those are guys I'm looking at to go over. That's how I feel about the bench guys. On the East, as far as the West, Book, I'm looking to go over. Steph, I'm looking to go over. AD, Kawhi and Cat, I'm looking to go under. Well, no, AD and Kawhi, I'm looking to go under. Cat, Ant, and Paul George, I'm not touching because I have either no lines or Cat and Ant. I don't know what Ant is bullshitting, so you definitely don't want to touch Ant. And Karl Anthony Towns, I don't know what he's going to do. I don't know how much minutes his coach is going to play him. I don't know. So that's my breakdown for the bench. I already gave y'all my breakdowns for the starters. I spoke on everybody. I even told y'all I would probably look to play Bam unders. So that's a full breakdown of everything. I mean, yeah, that's everything. I mean, it's a full fucking all-star breakdown. My goodness, full breakdown. Kicks and buds. What's the vibes, my boy? Yeah, man, I got a trip coming too. Also, let me share with the dreamers, because y'all my guys and gals, dreamers and dream girls. I've been going to Las Vegas every year since 2010, 2012. I think this is the first year I'm not going to Vegas. Since 2010, 2012. I generally go twice a year, but I've gone at least during March Madness every year since 2010 to 12. With the, the growth of online betting now with these betting apps, because I always had to go because, I'm in New York. It's not legal in New York. Never was. So I always had to go there to do what I do, the way I bet with my strategy for March Madness. I could not bet with a bookie. I had to go to Vegas or whatever. But now that I can do kind of mostly what I do on these apps, I done did everything there is to do in Vegas, y'all. So yeah, man. With that being said, I just thought of that because my boy Kicks and Buds just came off vacation. I put a little vacation money in his pocket, and right now, yeah, I'm about to be in the Caribbean too instead of Vegas for March Madness. I'm gonna put in my bets and then we up out of here. Good vibes, Dream. Yeah, good vibes for sure. What up, though, Dream? Will Jackson, same shit, different day. Rob in here, appreciate the dono. Took Halliburton and Mitchell for 15 each, plus 125. Yeah, I think that's still a decent bet. Honestly, I wouldn't touch Hallie at this point, but I already got money on him, and I'm not scared about it. I never thought of playing under. I never thought of buying out, put it that way. Now, maybe if I would have got him at 14 and a half, and I could have bought out at 18 and a half, maybe. You know what I'm saying? But I got him at 17 and a half. I'm like, it's what it is. Pencil me in for Steph because he got hurt before he could play. See, I thought so. Yeah, Steph could get busy. Yeah, I didn't see Steph. I thought he didn't play last year. Any idea why Hallie is the favorite to win MVP now? It's in Indiana, my guy. The game in Indiana. That's how that shit go. I think AD won it in New Orleans, or at least they fed him the ball. That's generally how it happens. If you're a starter in your hometown, you're gonna get, you're gonna participate in all of the contests. That's why Halliburton was in everything, even though he's banged up. He was in everything except for the dunk contest, and he's gonna be, featured tonight. Now, how long he plays is gonna be another story, but he's definitely gonna be featured. Flo talking about LeBron. Oh shit, hopefully I ain't hit nothing I was supposed to hit. Wish they had Paul George prop sleeper back. Oh yeah, another one, Mike. And maybe they'll pop, but I didn't even think of that, Mike. That is a great point, Mike. Wow. But also, Paul George, not to be rude, and Indiana fans, they're generally good-hearted, but they boo the fuck out of Paul George when he goes back to Indy. That's why he be busting their ass. They boo him. But they're savvy fans, so they may know that there's rumors, even though he's not going back. That nigga's not leaving LA. But there's rumors that he's going back to Indy. So they may be like, oh yeah, they may rock with him. But I didn't even think about that. I was just thinking because last year he was trash. So this year he probably gonna want to show out a little bit. You know what I'm saying? My boy Rob said he loved that under. Yeah, I'm gonna get on that too. How you feel about Steph for All-Star Game MVP? I can see it. I just gave y'all if I gave, I'm gonna be honest with you. I gotta go. Damn. Nah, I gotta go West. First, I was gonna say I gotta go East because that East starting lineup is better than the West starting lineup as far as effort, all-star game effort. You got Hallie, who's at home. You think he's gonna try. Dame, who don't gotta try. He's gonna shoot a bunch of threes. Tatum, who always tries in these games. Giannis, who always tries. And Bam, who, he ain't gonna do shit, but it is what it is. Then you compare that to LeBron, who's probably not gonna play a lot of minutes. Luka and Jokic, who don't give a fuck. So you really only got two. You got 2 versus 4 as far as giving a fuck. So you got to lean East there. But when you look at that West bench, bro, it's just too much. It's too much. So if I had to pick an MVP, it'd probably be Shea. Yeah, I just off the top, Shea or KD. It's going to be a starter from the winning team, right? So it's going to be Shea or KD. I don't think LeBron cares that much. Also, has KD ever got an All-Star Game MVP? I would assume he has. If he hasn't, he damn sure won't get that bitch tonight. But yeah, I would go KD or Shy. And if you want a sleeper, Book or Steph, because they off the bench. But give me KD or Shy. And if you want like a top 5, I would do Shea. I would do Shea, KD, Giannis, Tatum. Well, no. I would do Shea, KD, Hallie, Giannis, Tatum, and then go to the bench guys. That's what I would do. If I just a top 5. Rob R works. Okay, Rob R, that'll work. How you feel about Curry? Oh wait, didn't you just ask me that? I just answered that. Yeah. Okay. They put bronze lines on FanDuel. Nah, that's wild, bro. What the fuck? It's because one of y'all niggas unhammered it. Somebody watching this stream unhammered it before I could get off of the stream and even put my little $20 on it. One of you niggas done put $500 on it. That's what happened. There's something fishy about Luka. His points and assists are listed, but his threes aren't. Under makes sense. Well, I could see that. Is Trae Young's like that as well? That's what I would ask, my boy. Is Trae Young shit like that? Shout out to my homie Lamar. It's because Trae Young is the same animal. Trae Young could just hit threes and not cover his points line. But if his 3 line is 3.5, then we just bet his threes. My boy Woj in here. What's the vibes? What's the vibes? Appreciate you pulling up. Paul George. Max is 25 for 425. I don't know about 25. So, yo, Solo, what's his line? What's his baseline? I appreciate you telling me the max, but I wonder what's that baseline for Paul George and what's his threes? I want to know what's the threes. I don't got bet 365, but I'm just wondering. Brunson, 20 points plus 480. Yeah, I think that's good value. I think it's good value because, again, to me, it's either going to be a game where Brunson excels or it's going to be a game where it just don't suit him. You know what I'm saying? So maybe he comes in and hit because he can hit threes just like Trae Young, even though you don't think of that being his game. Brunson could come in and just try to show off, try and do his thing, try to ref in New York. So I think at 20 points, 480 is good, especially because his line is like 12. So that's just a few more points. Yeah. I don't think that's a bad price at all. Damien, what's good, homie? Same shit, man. Ready to watch this game. This shit don't start till 8. That's a little crazy. It's okay. Yeah, you did, my guy. Appreciate you. Yeah, for sure. I'm sorry I'm late. Blunt Luca line is at 10.5. How do you feel? I think I just talked about that. You going to Columbia? Be careful. Hit me up. I'm gonna get with you. I was thinking about going to Columbia too, but there's some shit happening to the niggas out there. But I travel a lot. I've been to Costa Rica, DR, Aruba, Mexico, couple more places. Remember, y'all, I was supposed to go to Cuba and they did us dirty with the flights. Oh, that was so dirty. They did us so foul, y'all. The Dreamers will remember that from a couple months ago. No, that was in August. We were supposed to be in Cuba. Oh, y'all thought that Airbnb in Costa Rica was something? Yo, I'm trying to tell y'all that shit I had in Cuba was about to be crazy. But yeah, I'm gonna have to get with you. Send me I gotta follow you. You gotta DM you. Talk to you about that. But Trae, yeah, Luka. I would do Luka kind of like Brunson. Like I wouldn't touch his base. I would just play like it depends like how you want to do it. But I would just play. I would ladder Luka. That's all I would do. Like, I'm not touching his 10.5 because he might not try. Same thing with Brunson. I wouldn't necessarily touch his 11.5 because the game might not work for him. But if I wanted some action on them because I thought it was good value, I would definitely take 20 for Brunson, and I would definitely take 20 for Luka, especially Luka, because Luka's starting. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I would but if you can't ladder up or nothing, just put a little bit of money on his 10.5 over. If I had to bet anything with Luka, it's over. If I had to bet anything with Jokic, it's under. Because even though they both don't care, it's still Luka Doncic. He still lead the league in scoring. Like, he too cold, bro. Like, he could go 4-4 from 3. Did you see this nigga hitting half-court shots? Like, bro, he hit 2 3/4 court shots in the when they was doing like the half-court competition. He hit 2 3/4 court shots, then hit 2 half-court shots where he wasn't even shooting for it. He just was throwing it in the air, hit 2 of them. Like, he different, bro. He different. So I'm not betting under for Luka. Hell no. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, good luck at Columbia if you pop out on it. Do we know the official start lineups? Dream came a little late. This is what I'm going with because I thought they vote like the starters. So Giannis, Bam, Hallie, Dame, and Tatum, which would make sense because this is based off like the fan voting and shit, the starters in the East. And then LeBron, Luka, KD, Shai, and Jokic. Yeah, okay? So, yeah. I think the money comes in, the value comes in is what we've been talking about the majority of this stream. Who's going to play what minutes? Who's going to try hard? Who, that's where you're going to get value at. Who do you think, trying hard? Who's not trying hard? Jokic under. He don't like to score. Yeah, I mean, at this point, like I said, if you want to take the 6.5, couldn't talk you off. I gave out his 8.5 2 days ago. I probably also put it on the timeline 2 days ago. So I can't, in good confidence be like, yeah, play that. But, still, if I put it this way, I'm not looking to middle that shit. I'm not looking to be like, oh, I'm about to take his over 6.5 because I got his under 8.5. Hell nah. He might have 4 points. He don't care, So we must link then because I've been to all those places except South America. Okay, yeah, Aruba. I went to Aruba. Aruba was fire too. Aruba was one of the first places I went. I went there a while ago, like 2000. I went there a while ago. But yeah, we got a link, my guy, for sure. Because my niggas don't be traveling like that. My niggas a little too hood, man. I'll be like, bro, we gotta get out of here, bro. They don't be fucking with me like that. I mean, they fuck with me, but not traveling, not passport shit. Solo, they don't even have bases listed for anyone. Yo, Bet365, they savages. They like, we know what y'all like. Y'all ain't trying to bet on no bases anyway. Y'all trying to ladder them up. So we gonna get. And somebody did put that shit on my post. And I bet you can put all them shits in a parlay. Bet365, like, yo, come get it, man. I like that. They like, come get it. I heard they customer service is trash though. Young Keem, SGA points on FanDuel went up to 18.5. See? Not surprised. What was they? 16.5? Yeah, not surprised. Not surprised. He's starting. Not surprised. Trey says, say no more. Best player prop for the All-Star game? I mean, shit. At current number, for me, Tyrese Maxey, 11.5. But it obviously was Nikola Jokic under 8.5, which I gave out a couple days ago. So yeah. Yeah, Luka too cold, man. I if he don't care, he don't care. But he the dude that don't care. If he just shoot all half-court shots and shoot 6 half-court shots, he might make 4. So, all right, y'all. That's that. I'm about to get off here, try and get a little action on LeBron. Try and see if I can do that. Aside from that, I might throw a little something on SGA ladders. Maybe a little something on Steph, just to have, some action on those guys. Well, I already got action on Steph, but it's with Dame, but that could be enough for me. But really, I'm waiting for these unders. If there's anything I'm truly waiting on, it's Paolo unders, and Paolo a dog. He a dog. And Paolo also might not be the one. Paolo might, I don't know, man. Paolo, he might make me pick. Paolo, my boy. I love some Paolo Banchero. That's my guy. But, Scotty Barnes, Tyrese Maxey already played his under, but Scotty Barnes looking toward his unders for sure. and probably Paolo, just because I don't see these guys getting time. And then you got to look. Paolo is going to be taking out Tatum and Giannis. Like, how much minutes do you really think him and Scotty Barnes are going to get, bro? I don't think either one of those guys are going to get a lot of minutes. And when they play, they're going to be on the floor with two tryhards, Jaylen Brown and Donovan Mitchell, and Jalen Brunson. So we'll see. My boy said, wait. I don't know, Trills. I mean, if you got something to say it, my boy. You should have typed it instead of saying wait. But I'll give you another 60 seconds. What up? I'm surprised you didn't have a sprinkle on top point. Where's that at? I don't see it. Where is that? Nigga, I'll sprinkle 4 of them shits. Where they at? Tell me twice. Oh, shit, they on FanDuel? I'll go look. I haven't really looked at that. Honestly, I just been I've been playing my college basketball on the low. I got this little system where I play live totals with college basketball. I wait till like the last 7 minutes of the game, preferably the last 5 to 4 minutes of the game, and based on I'll check it up because more shit gonna be available as you get closer to game time. I would assume. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if you could SGP on DraftKings as the game come around. So we'll see. But yeah, I got this little system in college basketball that I do just to, like, if I just want to, put like a $10 on the 3-legger, I'll do something with college basketball totals in the last 4 or 5 minutes. If it's close, you tend to want to play the over, unless it's super close. But if it's like 70 to 64, I like to play the over no matter what it is, because generally the team's gonna keep it close enough where they foul at the end. But if it's super close, if it's a blowout, super blowout, I like to play the unders. And if it's super close, like 78, 76 or something like that, I'll probably play the under because the team's not gonna be fouling down the stretch. Unless somebody going to 8-0 run in the last 3 minutes of the game, which generally doesn't happen. So yeah, just a little bit of game, nothing too crazy. Jaylen Brown went to 16.5 for plus money. That's good for me. I mean, he been at 15.5 all day. I mean, that means that what I'm saying can make sense. How do you do on college? Amazing. And I'm not a guy that really talks bad, but I may be the best college basketball gambler on the planet. Nah. But no, I have a great system in college basketball. I've never lost money on March Madness. Anybody that knows me from my town of Rochester, New York, knows I have a system that is done very, very well for me. What about Tyrese Halley for the first basket? I think it's worth a shot, but I'm not touching that shit tonight. But it's worth a shot. If there was any first basket, it's worth a shot. But I mean, I don't know who's gonna win the tip. Maybe, yeah, Giannis gonna win that tip. Yeah, or Bam. Giannis or Bam should win it over Nikola Jokic. So yeah, probably Halley. But then again, you never know, because maybe Halley. Nah, bro, I don't really have nothing. I don't have nothing today. And then anything I do have, just look on the timeline. It'll be something that you have to lock in quick. It'll be a live, like a 3-legger live under and over party just for fun. But I probably won't even do that. But no, nothing today. I only do college March Madness. That's the only time I do college. And generally just the first week of March Madness, to be honest. Thursday, Friday are the first 2 rounds of March Madness. No, the first round of March Madness is when I make 90% of my money. So and then I do a little bit in the last couple rounds, Sweet 16 and all that. But yeah. So yeah. Should you take the 16 out of Jaylen Brown if you want to? I mean, I didn't give that out. I couldn't talk you off of it. I just put blunt money on him to have a great game. So I got him 30 points at plus 700. I got his 5 threes at plus 470. Just put $10 on each. But I couldn't talk you off. I think he has a good game. Like I said, I think him, Donovan Mitchell, Booker, and Steph are guys that you want to target off the bench. So the lines are pretty sharp. So I can't say I didn't take it, so I can't say what you should do. But I like him tonight. I think he's gonna have a good game. But you gotta be careful. He also was in the dunk contest last night, so maybe that takes some. All right. There is no gold points this year, I don't think. I think they got rid of that shit. I don't think it's none of that. All right, y'all. As always, hit that like button on your way out. I appreciate y'all rocking with me. Y'all know the vibes. Let's get this cash. We gotta have it. So let's get it.